It ain't your mom's minivan, but it holds the same number of people. 1961 Chevrolet Parkwood Wagon, 409, overdrive, AC. Let's take it for a test drive. Talk about old school cool with a 1961 Chevrolet Parkwood Wagon. This is a factory 6-passenger wagon, and it has an awesome upgraded driveline in it. Has a 60 model 409 with dual quads. It's got an aluminum intake, dual Edelbrock carburetors on top. Runs fantastic. Really a stock style 409, nothing high performance. I don't know when the 409 was installed, but I've actually owned this car a couple times. This is the second time I own it, I think in 2021. Sold it to a customer. All they did was upgrade it and make it a nicer car, and now I got it back. That motor's great. The transmission is an upgraded 700R4 overdrive transmission, so you do have that good highway gear. This will hop out on the highway and do 70 miles an hour and still be very comfortable. You have aftermarket AC. It is an under the dash AC unit with a sand-in style compressor in the engine bay. Air is really nice and cold. The heater core is hooked up, but one of the items I have listed is not 100% working, is the heat does not get very hot. So the heater core could be stopped up. There could be another issue, but it's not leaking. The heat itself just isn't very, very hot. Upgraded power steering gearbox, the CPP quick ratio box, so the steering is nice and tight. Disc brakes, power disc brakes, excuse me. And as you can see, we're doing rated speed limit, doing 60, 65 miles an hour right now, and I'm driving it with one finger on the steering wheel. It's just an easy wagon to drive. You can load up the whole family in here and go cruising. On the interior, you get a 6-passenger wagon. You have your full bench seat in the front, and you have your fold-down bench seat in the rear with the cargo area. That rear seat will fold completely flat, so if you need to put surfboards or whatever you want to put back there, load up a bunch of stuff, you can. It's a huge compartment in the back. If you lift up the carpet in the very back, there is a hidden compartment down below where you can pop that hatch open and stuff even more stuff down in there. So tons of room to do whatever you need to do on the inside of this thing. I believe most, if not all of the interior, not all, some things have been changed, excuse me, but most of like the soft goods, excuse me, like the seat covers, door panels, all of that stuff does appear to be original. It is the factory coated blue interior. Tops corners of the interior door panels have a few miscellaneous little nicks. The upper painted dash pad has a couple little scuffs, maybe setting your keys or your phone up there. Carpet's in good shape, nice mats. Headliner and visors have probably been redone. Nice steering wheel, gauge cluster, super clear and easy to see. You do have a AM radio with aftermarket kick panel speakers down low on both sides, so you could upgrade the radio to a retro style radio or put one in the glove box to hook your phone up to and hook it to those speakers. Couple other small things are not working, so the wipers in the washer fluid sprayers aren't doing anything. When you push the parking brake down like I'm doing right now, the light on the dash comes on, but I'm letting off the brake and you can see the car still rolls forward. So tightening up the parking brake, and then that heater isn't getting very hot. But this vintage AC, it's an underdash vintage AC setup, which is really cool. Make sure you check out that additional information section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. It's going to outline what works, what doesn't work. It's going to have photos of the little imperfections as well as all 4 of the wheels and tires. So make sure you check that section out. If you need assistance finding that section, go to the website, pcclassiccars.com. Go to inventory, scroll down to this vehicle. You'll see it on the first page. Click on it. Scroll below the main photos. Scroll below that, you'll see the write-up on the car, and then below that even further, you'll see the additional information tab, which will have all those goodies in there, so you can check it out along with the VIN number and the data tag, or the data plate, which has all of the codes for colors, interior and exterior, and it is a blue-on-blue car. But enough of me talking, because that's not why we're in these videos. You're here to listen to this car run and see how it performs, and after this Nissan, we'll go ahead and get after it a little bit. Suspension shift's great. You're not shredding the rear tires with that 409. It definitely runs well for what it is, but this is a big wagon, and it is a heavy wagon. So having that big 409 up there is a huge bonus. This thing with an original 6-cylinder, that's what this would have came with. I'm sure it was pretty sluggish, so having the 409 is a huge bonus. If you know anything about 409s, they're one of the most expensive motors to rebuild, and this one runs great. You have a little bit of seepage coming from the valve covers. You start driving it consistently, probably could seal itself back up. It's not enough that warrants probably replacing it. A little bit of a drip from the back of the motor when it sits there. It's almost inevitable, but it's very minor stuff, nothing that I would worry about replacing. On the underneath, it's had the front and rear floor pans done, but they did a nice job. It shows great. It was all done before I had the car the first time. My guess is this car was probably done, I don't know, 15, 20 or so years ago, cosmetically and mechanically. I'm just guessing because I don't have any receipts for when any of the stuff was done. But judging by the overall condition of the car, it's definitely had a few miles put on it since it was done, which I prefer. It's a well-sorted car mechanically, and it drives down the road great. No cancerous spots showing through on the body. The underneath is very solid. The frame looks good. On the exterior, it is a factory color on the car. It's midnight blue metallic. Paint shows great, but you do have your touch-ups and miscellaneous areas around the car. Check out that additional information section on the website. Again, pcclassiccars.com. You'll see all the photos of the little nitpicky stuff, but it still represents like a nice car. Love the white top. You have a staggered set of 18 and 20-inch Billet Specialties. Really good tires. I think they're 19s and 20s on the tires. No dry rot, no cracking. They're really good all the way around. Has a great stance. No tire rubbing issues. I've had multiple people in here with me that have not had any tire rubbing issues. Love the bumpers, the trim, all of that stuff is really cool. You have the awesome little bar on the top of the front of the bumper, which has the little hood release. One of the coolest things added to this car. It's kind of understated, and if I didn't mention it, you might not notice it. But if you look at that front bumper, it's got that little bar on the top of it, and then right in the center of that, there's like a little grab handle, which releases your hood. And then you do have the really cool manual crank rear window, which rolls all the way down, rolls all the way back up. It's the little emblem on the very back of the, I guess you can call it the tailgate. And it rolls down and rolls back up, and that opens up back there as well. Suspension, you do have KYB shocks. You do got lowering coils. That's obviously how the car's been lowered. Front and rear sway bars. I believe it has a rear panhard bar as well. Suspension checks out great, still retains a good ride quality, maybe a little bit stiffer than it would have been from when it was new. Obviously it's sitting down in the weeds a little bit more than it would have when it was factory, but still again retains a good ride quality to it. Not pulling me left, not pulling me right, brakes do their job. This is a big heavy wagon, so even with the good brakes you do have to kind of push the brake pedal a little bit, but it's nothing that's unusual. When you get in something that's this size, you kind of expect to press the brakes a little bit, but as you can see, it stops it well. It's not pulling me left, pulling me right. If you do need to lock them up, it will do that, and it will stop really well. Turn signal switch is nice and tight. You do have a tach on the left side of the column here, which works well. You have your factory gauges, speedo, temp gauge. There's a little clock in there, and then your fuel gauge. The clock kind of jumps around a little bit. To be honest, I've pulled so many clocks out of old cars' dashes and sent them off and had them redone, and then they stopped working. So to be honest, I don't mess with the clocks anymore just because it's kind of a moot point doing the clocks. They seem to break right after you do them, but that one, it was at top bottom when I started driving, and now it's kind of moved over a little bit. So something's going on with the clock. Not really sure there. But the rest of the dash is super clean. All of your bright work in here looks great. You have the little Impala SS grab handle over there. Inside the rear compartment, it's really clean in the back. You have that carpet overlay on top of the rear cargo area, so that will slide out. The cargo area will fold back up if you want to put some stuff down in there. Engine compartment, can't go wrong. You got a 409 with dual quads sitting on top of it. Fluids all check out great. Charging system's doing its job. No real issues in the engine compartment. It really represents like a well-done engine compartment done with a purpose. And it's a 409 with an overdrive transmission and AC. I don't know why someone wouldn't absolutely love to drive this thing on a regular basis. Just a killer wagon. You are going to be the only one that is going to show up at your local car show with a Parkwood wagon with a 409 and dual quads and an overdrive transmission and AC. And if you're not, and there's another one there, you can call me and tell me that I'm a liar. But this is the only one like this that I've ever owned. It's absolutely kick-ass front to back. Just a great, very unique classic car. Now that we're warmed up, we don't have any cars in front of us, we can go ahead and get in that 409 a little bit. Get into that overdrive gear and you're just good to go. As always, I'm Michael. This is an absolutely badass front to back, inside and out, top to bottom, 1961 Chevrolet Parkwood 6-passenger wagon with a 409 and dual quads. You got a 700 R4 overdrive transmission. You got cold AC. What's not to love? From myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we always appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional information section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content we're posting across all of our social platforms every single day, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a great weekend.